What's going on, geeks and gamers? This is Ryan with Dark Eye Outpost, and welcome to Gaming with Geeks. And we got a surprise announcement today from PlayStation, and it might make Sony fans pretty happy if you're looking forward to playing Marvel's Avengers. But if you're planning on playing on Xbox or PC, might not be the best day for you, especially if you're a Spider-Man fan. You can see right here on PlayStation's official Twitter. Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man comes to Marvel's Avengers exclusively on PlayStation. Crystal Dynamics offers early details on its own unique take on the post-launch hero. So again, this is going to come after launch, so post-launch it should be DLC for this game. But Spider-Man is coming to Marvel's Avengers, but only if you're on a PlayStation, either PS4 or PS5. If you're an Xbox guy, you're out of luck. If you're a PC guy, you're out of luck. Now, IGN has a really interesting take on this, to be quite honest. Marvel's Avengers Spider-Man exclusivity is good for PlayStation, bad for players. And I think that's actually pretty interesting because it kind of echoes my thoughts on it, to be quite honest. We will get into that in a second. First, I want to get some more details about this game. And I think the first thing that you heard is that it was Crystal Dynamics' take on the character. And that's exactly what they say here as well. Every once in a while, life presents you with a moment where your pursuits and your passions converge. Today is one such moment for me. This is Jeff Adams, because I get to be the first to announce our own Crystal Dynamics take on Spider-Man is teaming up with all of these people in Marvel's Avengers. I don't like the idea that he lists Miss Marvel first when talking about these characters. Is that the order you would list it in? Miss Marvel, Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, and Black Widow. That's not the order I would list it in, but it's also one of the reasons I'm very concerned about this game and the idea that this Avengers game, that the storyline is going to be led. The main protagonist is going to be Miss Marvel. That worries me when it comes to this game for a variety of reasons. But I think something that's interesting is that it's Crystal Dynamics' take on Spider-Man. This is not going to be the Spider-Man. It's not the same continuity that we saw in Spider-Man PS4, and not the same that we were going to see again in PS5 with Spider-Man Miles Morales. It's a different storyline. That's what Crystal Dynamics is saying here. They go on, they talk about all their inspiration for the characters and how he's going to fight, things like that. One of the things they say here is interesting. Despite all the great solo adventure Spider-Man's been on, standing shoulder to shoulder with the likes of Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, Black Widow, and Miss Marvel is going to add a new dimension. Players are going to face the world's most dangerous threats together using Spider-Man's innate powers, boosted with a little help from his new friends. Partnering with the Avengers gives Spider-Man complete access to the impressive technology available to the team, like custom web shooter-based tech from Hank Pym, S.H.I.E.L.D., Stark Industries, and more. And by constructing the perfect gear and skills combinations, you get a chance to live your superhero dream through your ideal Spider-Man. Now, I talked a little bit the other day. I don't remember if it was my channel or this one. It all kind of blends together at this point. But I talked about that Hawkeye reveal that we saw. And when we got the Hawkeye reveal, we also got some more information about exactly how the beta is going to play. We got to see a little bit more gameplay that we hadn't seen before. And when I saw Black Widow and the way she traversed by shooting basically a grappling hook up and swinging, I was like, that really looks like that could be a Spider-Man animation pretty easily. Same with Miss Marvel swinging by her arms. That's what I thought. And so I guess it's a surprise that this was announced the way it was, but it makes sense because they already kind of had the traversal in there that made you think I could see Spider-Man doing that. Now, when you talk about this exclusivity deal, I would be pissed if I'm not someone who plays PlayStation, especially if you're a fan of Spider-Man. You are not going to be able to play as Spider-Man. They give no indications that it's a limited time thing, a limited time exclusivity. They've also shown no plans, given no hint that there are any plans to have an Xbox or PC exclusive character. So basically, if you're not a PS4, if you're not a PS5 guy, get fucked, I suppose. That's what they're trying to tell you. Now, I understand it completely from Sony's point of view. Sony controls the Spider-Man character. We know the deal that they have going on with the movies, that they essentially rented out the character to Marvel for them to create him, for them to put him in their cinematic universe. But we have seen Spider-Man appear in Lego Marvel games that for both the Xbox and the PlayStation. We've also seen Spider-Man appear on Nintendo Switch games. So the idea that they're being sticklers here and aren't going to allow Spider-Man to be in an Xbox game seems a little salty, but if on PlayStation, it makes all the sense in the world for me to do that. Interested to hear your thoughts. Are you someone who's disappointed because you wanted to play as Spider-Man and now you're not going to because you don't plan on having a PlayStation? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.